What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of Capping with Kel Mac. I'm your host, Kel Mac, and my co-host, Go Young DJ, will be joining us shortly. If y'all new to the channel, man, come on in, man. We talk sports here. We take your questions. You can come on the panel and talk to us. But tonight, the conversation really is about football coaches going forward on fourth downs and how they are ruining the game of football. This affects possible future of young players going to the league, getting more recognition, maybe winning championships, national championships, and it hurts the betters. King Buck Wild, what up with you, man? You know, I let 30 more people get up in here, so 20 more people, and I'll let them know how well you did on soccer, right? But let me change this real quick too. Yeah, man. Shout out to Easty Crip for letting me know we was on the wrong channel. Can you hear me, DJ?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, yeah, you nice and clear. King Buck Wild, man. King Buck Wild gave us 5 out of 5 on soccer yesterday. So shout out to King Buck Wild, man. I'm gonna say this, man. If y'all actually following DJ and King Buck Wild, man, y'all should be doing pretty good, man. With me, I give y'all some gems, but I'm also give y'all some losers too, though. But these dudes been giving y'all a high percentage of winners, man. So don't just ignore them if it's about getting your money. Don't ignore them. Pay attention, and you don't have to always bet every team somebody like or every game somebody like. You know what I mean? It's to your discretion. It's your money, and you the one to click that send or that confirm button. Dwayne and Denise, badass. Denise still my ace. Oh yeah, yeah. You don't have no wrench over here because I ain't on.
That's how you knew he was on the wrong channel. He said,
Yeah,
"Oh, I got an ace on." He said, "I got a wrench on the sports channel."
right, 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 right.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I hope y'all in there taking, saying these Discord picks too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm keeping it consistent. I'm trying to keep it consistent for y'all, and like we always say, every bet is not gonna hit, but we gonna hit. You know what I mean? These bets that I'm hitting, I'm giving out is like, uh, high probability. Um, during the NBA season, I do a little more volume or a little more higher odd plays. But for NFL, I've just been taking it, like kind of slow, just trying to hit. Like I said last time, a plus 250 is doubling your money. More than doubling your money. You know what I'm saying? If you at the point where you too good to double, triple, or quadruple your money, hey, I can't. You know what I mean? I might not be the one, I'm saying, to help you. But, if you're just trying to, if you're trying to catch some wins, build a bankroll or whatever, what I'm saying? I got you. What up, fellas? Got a honey.
That's right, man. I'm sure she's more fun than we are.
Yeah, tell her to hit that link and come on. She might want to talk sports too.
You see how he changed when he getting his money right?
He hit a couple parlays. Next thing you know, he got a honey land next to
Yeah. After all them losses, he don't be talking about no honeys.
him. Man, hit that parlay and then he hit right to feed. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? See what that money make him do. You know what I'm saying? But today was another example. So I didn't watch these games, these college games today, but I made a play. I took all the favorites money line. So it get down to the last game, and I got the opportunity to hedge live. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because the other team was like they finna, you know what I mean? They finna do something. So it's 24-17. The other team is about to get the ball back. the line went to plus 700 for New Mexico State to win the game. Now, if I already have the parlay was just even money. I took those 3 teams' money line that added up to just even money. So I'm just doubling up my money. But I had prime opportunity at plus 700 to hedge. I didn't. So of course I didn't. I figured, man, it's high for a reason. You know what I mean, let me let it ride and see what they gonna do. So as they start marching down the field, I'm like, man, they got an opportunity to score here. So either I can risk it and lose this bread, or I can try to hedge it. And it wasn't a lot of bread. It wasn't nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was, instead of hedging them to win the game, I hedged them to score, to get a touchdown on that drive. So if they score that touchdown on the drive, I still win. And I win that money, and my other money line is still in play. Because I figured if they score, it's going to go to OT. Louisiana Tech might come around. They still got the possibility to come around and win. You know what I'm saying? So I hedged it with that touchdown, and they got that touchdown. So boom, I got my money back now. I really ain't got a trip, but I still got my other ticket in, so they go down. If they score, if they win it in OT, I hit both tickets. I still had the opportunity to hedge that ticket again, but obviously the odds went, they kept going down or whatever. But I never did, so I lost that parlay ticket, but I won the hedge from them going down and scoring that touchdown and sending it to OT. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I be telling y'all about. I didn't profit, but I saved myself from a loss. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I told Hollywood, I just sent you the text, the screenshot.
Yeah.
That was in the first quarter when Louisiana Tech went for it on the first drive on 4th down. I sent him that.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you, I'm looking at the exact same thing. And you said right there plus 600. I seen plus 750 at some of the highs.
I believe you. I believe you. I wasn't monitoring it because I wasn't betting. So
yeah, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So if I would have took it at plus 750, that's the 750 winner right there. So that's just a prime example of don't ever get too comfortable, because what will go wrong, what can go wrong, will go wrong. And it'll mess your whole ticket up. You feel me? And
man, check. Man.
You said what?
I mean, I don't want to say too much on here, but
Oh.
yeah, man, I figured that was gonna happen. See, that'd be one of them days where we need to talk. Like you say, we could find each other on Discord, but I really felt strongly about that, and this is something y'all might want to take into account. Jerome Wallace have never taken into account because he bets with his gut, but I view certain schools as big schools, and some of them good schools I view as smaller schools. So if they have nearly like the same record, I think the bigger school, especially at home, New Mexico State was at home. So you can be sorry as hell, just like the announcer was saying, that team was not good, that team was struggling. But look how the quarterback was throwing the ball down the field so easy and all that, man. It'd be little clues like that. But if you pay attention, the big schools, man, they got action with them small schools, man.
That's a fact. Home court advantage play a lot into that too.
What if I try to tell y'all? It's even in my book, 2015. I put it in my book. I was in prison with a dude, a Japanese dude. Actually, he might have been Chinese. In my book, home underdogs. They usually cover the spread, and they often straight up upset you. You don't even need points. Home underdog. Remember that. It's a pretty good winning formula. I just don't stick to it because when I got small money, it's not gonna make me a lot of money. But when I got big money, I usually go with that. So yeah, y'all pay attention to that stuff, man. It'll help you a whole lot, man.
I mean, just think about this. In the NFL this last week, they said away teams was 9-0 for the on the spread for the first time since like the 70s, since like 1976. So that means every year the home team is you know what I'm saying is winning the spread. Yeah, we sure did. I just said it last night, but I asked y'all, and I'm gonna ask y'all again. They get Devontae Adams now. What excuse they gonna have for Rodgers now? What excuse y'all gonna give Rodgers now?
Yeah, you did say that. But let me say this though. JoJo, aka King Buck Wild, remember he asked, was the Jets gonna make the playoffs?
Yeah,
And now that's all they talking about on TV. The
yeah,
Jets are gonna probably make the playoffs. You only make that move if you're gonna make the playoffs and all this. So we'll
yeah,
see. It's gonna be interesting. I definitely think it helps the Jets not only move the ball better, but a more exciting team now.
yeah. I mean, like I said, they claiming. I've been having these arguments with people saying that Devontae Adams is the best wide receiver in the league. So if Aaron Rodgers got the best wide receiver on the league on his team, you know what I'm saying? What excuse does he have now not to at least get to the Super Bowl? You feel me? They fired the coach, so you can't blame the coach. You know what I mean? Now you got Devontae Adams. What else? You know what I mean? Who you gonna blame next?
Right.
A running back?
I think now, I think Lazard, I think Lazard's hurting now.
He gonna get less touchdowns now
I think so.
than passes in the end zone. Now that they gonna instead of him, they gonna go towards Devontae.
I think so. Only way Lazard benefits is if the offensive coordinator says, "Okay, let's run Lazard on the under routes." That way he could check down and hit Lazard. Otherwise, I don't see Lazard being that end zone target no more.
I mean, I do because I mean to a certain degree because with Devontae Adams, I mean you probably only gonna throw him fades and slants in the end zone. You know what I mean? But if you got Lazard, like just like you said, on the under, just on a short route or a little under route, he's still gonna be open just like he's been open. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Sure.
even more because they focusing on Devontae and he gonna be on the outside. You know what I mean? And Lazard gonna be on the inside. So
Right.
he still got action, but he might not be the number one look like he have been this season.
Well, that's why I said check down. Lazard's going to be the second option.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I said it. But let me say it again, rephrase it if I had to. I'm saying Lazard in the end zone. Yeah, he could still get open in the end zone, but he's not going to be targeting Lazard because it's like Lazard is the only target.
Mhm.
But you make sense about the under route, the short routes, because now if Lazard can use his legs, he will get in the end zone.
Yeah.
But I was just talking about that throw to the end zone. He always go to the right side in.
Yeah.
If I'm a defensive coordinator, we are not letting Lazard score on the right end of the end zone ever.
Yeah.
I don't know what they be looking at, bro, but hey.
Well, it depends on the setup too, because a lot of times you get down to the red zone like that, like we talking about like 5 yards, or even maybe even 10 yards. You know what I'm saying? What most teams gonna do? Most teams is gonna run it. You know what I mean? But the teams is actually gonna throw it. They got plays designed for that. They got the guy that they're gonna throw to. But the coverage that you win dictates that. So that's why that's open sometimes. Because if they go for a play action, a fake handoff, it's gonna be wide open because the defense is gonna be they 99% of the time they think and run.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why if they fake it, that's why they always got action like that. You see Jerome Rollins picks. He's tough on it. You talking about Broncos -1. You talking about taking that, buying the points all the way down to 1.
Broncos. I don't like the Broncos this week, man. I like the Broncos to lose.
Man,
Falcons. I haven't looked at that game. Bills, BYU, Iowa State. Now he said straight bet, y'all. He said no parlay. Yeah, Army and Navy's always good. Me and Jerome been agreeing on them
yeah.
the last few weeks anyway. Colorado +3.5 get paid. Yeah, I haven't looked at all those games. Jerome Wallace say, "Ain't no way Louisiana Tech was supposed to lose. All about your mindset. It's all about what you thinking."
But you know what it really was? It really was that blocked field goal. Game was over. They hit that field goal. Game is over. They
Yeah,
fucking
on the money line, not on the spread.
yeah.
Spread was never in jeopardy. I think they was only up 4 or maybe 7, but it was never a point where you like, oh, if they score here, we up 11. Nah, never.
Shit, what was the spread?
I think 11.5. That's why it was +700, right?
No, that was +700 live.
I know, but why would you give them that? They had to be heavy favorite. I think it was 11.5. He said spread was dead from the beginning.
Yeah, it was. That's what I'm saying. 12.5. So it wouldn't have, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered regardless. They was never getting that. So they might as well just have one with that field goal instead of outright losing. But again, that's why I'll be taking the money lines, because you take 11.5 spread and these motherfuckers never got action at that. Like, you know what I mean? It should make you.
Yeah, that was my point. That spread was never in jeopardy. It was crazy.
It was
I really didn't think it'd be no points at halftime. I thought it'd be 0-0.
Man, that other game was like that. Other game was trash. That Kennesaw State.
Oh man, they must be easy money next week. They was garbage.
Man, both of the teams was garbage. That's another live play I had. I took the under in that game. I couldn't believe they had the under. Like halftime, they had the over under at like 31.5. I'm like, oh, they give me that under. These niggas is them punters just wore the fuck out. They punted 100 times in that game. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
I didn't have no money to take that one under. What I did do though, I kept hitting Siri like, what's the score in Kennesaw? I was like, man, these fools is trash.
And mind you, Kennesaw State only scored off a safety and a field goal. That's it, the whole game. So I was like, what, 31.5? Like, man, give me that.
So Kennesaw State played Middle Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh, they both trash. Remind me next week to look for that bump game.
Nigga, I'm gonna forget. I ain't gonna be able to remind you that.
Oh, no.
They both was trash truck juice, nigga. Like I was seeing people on Twitter post the play-by-play. Literally every single
man. South Alabama covered, and they covered easy. They had a really good game, but they laid down on purpose too. They let the mother fools cover them other spreads, the live spread and the second half spread. They brought in a second string quarterback. Don't even let him throw the ball. They just wanted to get the game over with.
Yeah.
That would have been another game if I had the money. I would have just took the other side second half or live wager.
Yeah, that I'll be telling people that live is really where it's at. But I don't be posting. I haven't really been posting live bets in the Discord this year because the line changed, and I don't really know how many people got access to take live plays like that. But I can.
Yeah, I think Thanksgiving or Christmas, I'm gonna go ahead and go live for the NFL, and maybe the college playoffs. I'm gonna go live with the live wager.
Yeah.
What about when Coach Pepper and Coach Taylor had that fight? Oh man, 702 and EC Crip be macking up in here.
Yeah, they be on here reminiscing. Y'all need to take this to Facebook.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't y'all go over to Snapchat and send each other some pictures and videos?
Man. So,
Two ass teams playing. Yeah, that was a horrible game. Why would they even schedule them? But then I said maybe that's why they picked a Tuesday.
yeah, that's why they played on the damn Tuesday because, man, that shit was trash, man. But the under was so easy. Like, I wish I would have just put everything I had on there. It was no way in hell they was hitting 32 points. Like, man. And that's what I be saying with you. Like, if, a good gambler, a good sports bettor, you could be watching this game and see it's not all about the play all the time, but sometimes you just know that line is wrong. Like it's way too high or it's way too low. And that's a good indication of plays that you should just double up, triple up on when we call it a broken line. When you see a broken line like that, it's like, oh, they smoking, they tripping. Like, are they not even paying attention to this? Like they sleep. You gotta just hammer it. That's what I was saying yesterday. Certain plays that you're gonna have to just double up on just so you can get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because if you betting straights and you just betting every time, everything just straight and at the same amount, then it's only gonna take. You got to be really good, or it's only gonna take a couple for you to be down. But sometimes you see that line and you say, okay, I'm going harder on this one because I see that they got this wrong. They're tripping. And then eventually, that's really how you get ahead and build yourself a cushion.
Yeah, you mentioned a couple weeks ago about these coaches going for it on their first possession. We done seen it at least 3 weeks, and we in week 6?
Multiple times, yeah. Between college and NFL, we done seen it way too many times.
Way too many.
It makes no sense. And we talking about first drive of the game. Like, if you was gonna do that first drive of the game, then you might as well just have deferred the ball and gave them the ball first.
Exactly.
It makes no sense to do that.
And it seemed like I kind of picked this up from you. It's not that you came out and said it, but the way you was explaining after a couple times, you end up, most of these games, the ones in my head, all of the games in my head, they end up losing the game by 3. Some fluky stuff happens toward the end of the game, and it's either overtime or there's a field goal before overtime, and they lose by 3. So like you said, if these fools kick the field goal, worst case scenario, they in the overtime. But they get the other team the ball, and it changes the momentum. The kids be hanging their head, and it's crazy.
And mess up everything, just like the game yesterday. Like I said, he missed 2 field goals. So, that's kind of on him. That's kind of on the kicker. You feel me? He definitely should be picking up his last check. But, it kills everything because everybody keeps saying that they doing this now because of analytics. I don't know how the analytics is telling you not to score points. You know what I mean? The whole point of this, before all this analytics stuff and the overly computer stuff and stuff, is because you take the points because you don't know what situation you're gonna be in. You don't do that until you need to do it, until you need to go 4 on 4, or until you're in a desperate situation where you have to score. But the beginning of the game, if you're in field goal range, just take the points. I would much rather you go for it in your own, backed up to your own goal line or something, or, back on the further side of the field, than go for it over here because you actually was in the opportunity to score points. So if you do that and take points off the board, you just wasted everybody's time. Like, if you're going to do that, then you might as well do that when you're on your own 25 or your own 30 or your own 40, when you almost at midfield or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Go for it on 4th down then, when you're not messing up points, when you're still trying to get points. But if you're in the spot where you can already take points, just take the damn points. So I don't see how a lot of these coaches is not getting fired or reprimanded for that. And they're not really even talking about it in the post game press conference. If I was
No.
there, I'd be asking them like, "What the fuck was your thought process on not taking those 3 points?"
Yeah. You said fired or reprimanded. I would throw in there investigated. Some of them I think it's just some dumb coaches or dumb gambles. But you know me, man, every now and then I'd be like, man, this shit is rigged, man. This coach and Buck Wild hits me all the time. He'd be like, man, this is rigged. Man, why would this coach do that? He in on it. I seen a couple games this year I really believe was rigged by the coaches. And look, let me say something else, DJ, why it's on my mind. In that I think it was a New Mexico State game.
The
I
game
think it was a New Mexico State game. I'm not sure. Even though they won, the other team driving downfield, and dude on the defense gets a dumb personal foul. Like, no, it was the running back. No, was it the running back? No, I think it was a defensive back, and got a stupid 15-yard penalty to move them down the field. Like those instances, I think the coach tell them to go do something stupid, and this is why I say that. Because a real coach in my day, they gonna yell at that player. They gonna yell at him, especially in college. Nigga, they don't mind embarrassing you. And them coaches just keep going like you did a good job, son. Like,
yeah, and the reason they supposed to, get on them is because their job is on the line too. Shit, if they doing dumb shit, losing you games, nigga, your job is on the line too. The coach is normally the first one to go. But yeah, I remember when you had texted me about that game, man. I was laughing hard as hell, man. Like every time you said, like, man, this shit rigged. This motherfucker need to be investigated.
Man, but when I say that though, I don't just throw that out there loosely. I mean, when I say that, I mean it was multiple situations, one after another, for me to say that. And I hate when it's like both ways, when it's not just one-sided, but the other coach seem to know the script and working with the script as well. Like for example, like most games for Southern Alabama today, South Alabama, they took their foot off the gas. They brought in a second-string quarterback. Now, I'm not saying this game was rigged, but I'm just giving you a great example. You put in a backup, you're not even trying to get a first, you're not even throwing the ball, you're doing cheap run plays that's getting no yards, -1 yard, -2 yard, you punt, you get the ball back, you do the same thing. But now the other coach all of a sudden can score. All of a sudden, the other coach can throw the ball downfield at will now, all of a sudden.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, so I think sometimes it be coaches from both sides knowing the script. Like, okay, now, they won the game. Now, come on, let's go cover the spread.
It's like when, was it yesterday? It was Sunday. I can't remember what game it was, but this team couldn't do nothing. They couldn't get in the red zone. Then all of a sudden they go with a hurry up offense, and now they just throwing the ball, just getting down. And it's like, bro, you should did that a long time ago before the game got out of hand. Like, go with a hurry up offense. Go try to, throw the ball down the field. Stop running the ball. Motherfucker be down 14, 15 points with, 1 quarter left and they running the ball. I mean, what are you running the ball for?
Me and Hollywood lost 2 games where the opposing team kicked the field goal to end. See, one of them games I told you, DJ, that I was crying to you about, they kicked the field goal and the defensive team roughed the kicker. And they were inside they were in the red zone. Explain to me why you do not take the field goal off the board and let your players try to get a touchdown. You could still get 3 or 4 plays off with 25 seconds.
Sorry.
Actually, it was more than that in that game. It was like 30-something seconds. So I'm like, the other coach was in on it. Why would he kick a field goal? It does nothing for you getting blown up.
They now with all this gambling, they know what the spread is. You feel me? So, and that's why I'll be like, if I was a player, I'm looking at my line before every game. You feel me? I'm like, oh, if I'm the quarterback, oh, they got me over 250 passing yards. Let me go out here and get 300. Let me go out here and get 350. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be paying attention to stuff. I'm sure these dudes do. I know they're paying attention to what their line is.
Man,
Did
hell
you?
yeah. You can tell because of this. Okay, we don't know what the coaches are saying or what they're doing. So, granted, maybe they don't, maybe they do. But the announcers will tell you, if you listen to a game, announcers will say, oh, it's been a good week of practice with this team. Oh, yeah, and we were just talking to the coach last night, and the coach likes this player and that player. So we already know the announcers are talking to the coaches. We know the announcers are spending the week with the coaches and players. Now, when you're listening to the game, the announcers are saying, somebody in Vegas is going to be upset. The spread was 9.5. So why should we not think that the announcers are talking to coaches about spreads?
Yeah.
They talking to everybody else about it.
Nah, that's a fact. They saying it on national TV now. Remember back in the day, they wouldn't dare say nothing about the spread, the over under, nothing back in the day. Now it's out there. Like they saying, oh, some people gonna be mad. That's the over. It was some game I was watching. I think it might have been last season, and it was like, well, that's the over right there. The announcer said that. I'm like,
I seen it this year in college football.
Like, yeah, they must have had some bread on it too. But yeah, everything is changing. You know, everything comes into play. Like, did you see they talking about passing a rule in the NBA where you can't be on your phone from tip off to the end of the game? I thought that's the dumbest shit ever. I said, who the fuck they think they are? The Amazon warehouse? Like, how you gonna tell grown men, millionaires, that they can't when they can and cannot be on their phone? Like, that's stupid.
Well, let me tell you something about baseball and a little bit about basketball. I don't know the rules in football, but if you go to a baseball game back when I was a kid, bro, they had signs, no radio equipment. You couldn't have nothing in the dugouts in the clubhouse.
We can have a radio?
Hell no. Just like you couldn't have a phone in the sports book back in the day.
No, yeah, you couldn't. You go up to the counter, they'd be tripping like, "Oh, no phone, sir. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do on my phone?" Like,
see. At first, it was the book. Then it became the counter.
Yeah.
But that was the same in baseball and basketball. I don't know about football. Now you watch a baseball game, they be in the dugout. They got a TV in the dugout.
Yeah.
And they be having these little iPads with the game right there. They could go back and look at pictures and video, all that. It's crazy, bro. So I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just modern technology, so they let them adjust to real time, what's going on in real time, or does that help the players know how this game is supposed to go? Like, wait a minute now, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know if it helps them or not, but you know, you see in the NBA, you see sometimes the dudes be tweeting at halftime. You feel me? So, but I don't see what's wrong with that. I don't see the problem.
Man, I don't remember that, JoJo, but I remember the Lions and some other teams got caught placing bets.
I don't remember that UNLV football shit. They've been trashed for so long.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but man, look, why wouldn't any college player before this NIL money not send somebody to bet? Why not? They ain't making no money off this shit. They basically slaving for their school, their alma mater. They slaving for them, bro. Because everybody ain't even gonna make it to the league.
Yeah. Now, I mean, it's good. It is good to know that a lot of them dudes was getting paid under the table. You know, even though they had where they couldn't get money. Like I heard somebody say they was going to a school and they was like they gave them the keys to their apartment. They had an off-campus apartment and they walked in an apartment and it was a duffel bag with like $50,000 in the middle of the apartment. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like, that's all you. Like, I guess it's yours. I guess somebody left it here. I guess it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was so grimy how like college is just making all this money off these players and they wouldn't get nothing. Like they could get suspended just because they took a free cheeseburger or something. But These
Yeah.
motherfuckers making millions off of them. Like, I'm glad
Yeah.
they get their money now, and these coaches don't like it. Dion said that he went to talk to a parent, and he said, "Okay, ask me whatever you want to ask me." So the mom, like her last question was like, "So what's up with the this NIL, this money stuff?" And he didn't like that. He's like, "I don't even like that." He basically was like he wasn't even interested in the kid no more because of that question. You feel me? He like, "I want a dog." You know what I mean? If you out here hungry, that means you're gonna work harder and all this. But if you sitting here worrying about the money, then you make it into a business. Nigga, don't you get a paycheck? Don't your kids ain't both of your kids getting NIL money? Y'all got a KFC commercial that's on every Saturday. You in Aflac commercials with Nick Saban. So how could you be mad at somebody from the inner city that probably ain't got that type of bread and they inquiring, trying to get that money? Like that didn't make no sense to me.
All right, Rob Moses, he said Pete Rose was making a call from the dugout phone.
I don't think so.
Let me give you some game on that, Rob Moses. Because if that's true, if what you said is true, it's either or this. Either he rigged the dugout phone and put a real phone in there, which I'm sure was illegal and they would have found out. And number two, it could have been he using that phone to call somebody to make the best for him, because those phones have a designated area in which they go to. They don't have buttons to be calling people. There's three phones. The one the manager picks up, he picks up, and it goes straight to the bullpen. He doesn't dial no buttons or no numbers. When he picks it up, the bullpen phone rings. And then there's two more, like maybe to security and maybe to the other side or something. But those aren't actual phones like a pay phone or a house phone. Those are for the stadium phones. But like I said, if he did, he was way foul for rigging them phones, because those phones don't call out.
In the NFL, they do.
Mm.
Yeah, the NFL phone, they got numbers on them, and they call out because who was it? Was it Drew Brees, or it was somebody? It was one of the quarterbacks. They used to call their wife on that phone.
Yeah, if Pete said it, if Pete admitted to that, then what Pete was doing was calling the bullpen and having the bullpen put the bets in for him. They didn't even have cell phones when Pete.
Yeah, they didn't have cell phones back then. Shit, he was calling a landline.
Yeah, exactly.
They had rotary phones back then.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you ever watch a manager, he just picks the phone up.
Yeah.
And I'm just speaking on baseball.
Yeah, that's baseball. Yeah, but the NFL, yeah, you can hit that, press that 9, and it'll call out.
Mm.
But a lot of people don't even know that. But yeah.
Yeah, they had brick phones, man, but
Yeah. But yeah, even back then, I can't believe how they was even getting caught back then. Betting. Probably just like Otani's interpreter. Like how they only got caught because dude snitched. He got caught up in a situation and he got the telling.
He said that looked bad, Pete on a brick phone. But like I said, bro, I've been to a lot of fields, man. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot of fields, but I've been to different stadiums, and I've been all through the Dodger Stadium, down on the field and dugout and everything. The bullpen, they had signs that said no radios, period. You could not have no radios or no TVs down in there. So I don't know how the hell Pete got away with that shit.
Yeah, he was doing the most if he was doing that. But it's still discrepancy on whether he was betting on his own games or not.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But no matter what he was doing, you can't fake all them hits.
Heck no.
You got the most hits than anybody, you know what I mean? So you can't. There's nothing you can do for that. Even steroids don't help you get more hits. You know what I mean? Like, so he was just good. You know what he was doing. Shit, he just had a gambling problem. But
Yeah, yeah, Michael Jordan, always he was a big gambler.
known gambler. But I ain't never heard of him sports betting.
Nah.
Heard he'd bet everything under the sun. He'll flip a coin and bet you. Feel me?
Shit, the New York Mets was gambling in their dugout. They was playing blackjack and all kind of stuff in the dugout.
All these players in the NBA, NFL, they gamble on these team planes when they go from city to city. Like
Yeah.
dudes gamble, like LeBron gamble.
Hey man, I'd be sick if I made a gang of money in the NFL or NBA and I lose my money. Man, I'd be sick waiting on 2 weeks because they live like I could do that on the street, but they millionaires and they lifestyle so high. And what they got to do is like, hey Mike, loan me 100,000 for dinner and take this girl out. What the hell? That's a lot of money. I'd be more into the playing the game. I'll gamble with you when the season over or on our off day or something like that. Maybe even tonight when we get to the hotel. But to constantly be gambling when I'm supposed to be focused on sports, I'm into the sports aspect.
Yeah, nigga, you just told the biggest lie in the world. Nigga.
Which one?
You would be gambling every day if you was in one of these leagues.
But like I said, after the game at the hotel,
Yeah.
look, this how I could tell you. This how I could prove it to you if it helps.
Yeah.
We play baseball on the streets, and my homies know I've been addicted to gambling. They will never tell you Mack was in the dugout gambling. They will never tell you after the game Mack jumped in the dice game. When we went to hood days, I'm going to gamble for sure. But if I'm going to play sports, nah, man, I'm not coming with my bankroll. I'm coming with my glove, my bat, and my balls, homie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if I'm making millions, I'm gonna be focused on my game. I'm finna be on TV tomorrow. I want to be nice tomorrow. You know what I'm saying with my game. I don't want to be mad because I just lost 100 racks. You know, and then I wonder how they gamble. Do they gamble cash when they be on the planes, or do they use chips? Or how do they know?
Sometimes they use cash, but most of the time it's when they making big bets, they just betting off like honor system. Like you said, you gonna pay, you bet it. You said bet, so you got to come up with that bread. Like Kobe used to bet too.
What?
And he used to gamble and shit and bet. I think he used to play poker, all of that.
I didn't know Kobe gambled.
Poker's like in them home. You hear about them like rich mansion poker games and stuff that people will host and stuff, and it'll be just millions and playing poker. Yeah, he used to get down with all that. I heard, you know what I'm saying. But I heard he had to he put hands on somebody in practice over some money they had, and dude didn't pay him or something.
I never knew that.
He was like, he came into practice, like, where my money at? You feel me? And dude said something like, Kobe was getting at him. They was trying to get down because he wanted his money. But most people, especially athletes that's competitive, nigga, they gonna gamble. Especially when they got money, like they got money to gamble too. Like they gonna gamble. You can guarantee that shit. Charles Barkley gambling like a mug. Shit, who wasn't? And most of them older dudes before that, they probably wasn't gambling because they wasn't making no real money. But the rest of these dudes, like, yeah, they gambling for real.
Yeah, man, them damn Mets used to be in a straight dugout during a game gambling. I'm like, man, they crazy for that. They used to be doing cocaine in the dugout too.
Hell yeah.
Nowadays, you get caught because they be all in your face. They be
the cameras.
Aaron Rodgers doing this and rubbing his boogers on his pants and all kind of stuff.
Gilbert Arenas said when he first came in the league, dudes was having bags of cocaine fall out their sock and shit, and was still just trying to pick it up on the slick so nobody would see it, and didn't see it. But and them dudes used to come to games drunk. You know what I mean? Like even Dennis Rodman.
I got a quick story. So my mother died thinking she only had one brother. Her whole life, it was just her and her brother. So she died, and then my uncle found out they had another brother. So the other brother had a couple of kids, which makes them our cousins. So my uncle died, and now the cousins, they want to be part of the family because we really blood family. We just didn't know each other. We didn't grow up together. So they come out to Vegas and shit. And my cousin, he'd be in the bathroom. He's probably 2 years older than me, maybe. He always in the bathroom taking forever. And so we getting ready to leave. We getting ready to go out one day, the whole family. And he's in the house. He's in my niece's house. And I gotta use the bathroom. I'm gonna go piss before we take off. Plus, I want to get on this nigga like, nigga, why you taking so long? So I go into the house, go around the house to the bathroom, and I see a little bag, not a little baggie, but a big baggie, a sandwich bag. And I see powder in it. But my mindset is I gotta piss, and I know ain't nobody in my niece's house that left no powder on the floor, so it probably ain't no cocaine, probably washing powder. I go piss, wash my hands, and I come out, and my cousin eyes is big, and he looked down at the ground, and he said, "Hey, did you?" Hey, like he stuttering and shit, and I said that must be his shit. So I just keep going, and I look back. Sure enough, he picked it up. I went and told my niece. I said, "That's why that nigga always in the bathroom, and that's what be taking so long. He doing cocaine. He ain't doing no cocaine." I said, "You don't even know that nigga.
You don't know that nigga like that.
I just seen the bag on your floor."
Yeah, back proof. You know what I mean? But that nigga had to get his in. You feel me? He was in Vegas. You feel me? He was like, "Shit, I'm gonna hit this line, man."
He from Sacramento. He came to Vegas with us.
Man, it don't take that long to do no coke though. I don't know why it was so long.
I don't know what he doing. He be in the back. He probably take his time. Man.
Yeah, I thought you was about to say he was smoking rocks.
Oh, no, it was powder cocaine.
Yeah, because like you would have smelled that. Man.
Yeah, you smell that.
I gotta. That made me think of this gambling story. You know,
like my man say NIL money has messed the game up. I don't believe that. They've been messing the game up.
I don't either, but people feel like that, and I feel like the people that feel like that is haters. You know what I mean? Like dudes just getting their money. They got the opportunity to go wherever they want to go. How is it messing the game up? Like they getting paid. They got the transfer portal. Like what are we lacking? What are we not getting because of the NIL money? Like if anything, it's making it better because all it takes is one alumni, one donor from a small school. He can put them on. He can put them in a new position by getting them paid. Nigga, UNLV has been trash since I moved here. When I was going to UNLV, the football team was trash. Nobody talked about it. Nobody even was enthused to go to their games or nothing. And people hated driving all the way to Sam Boyd to go watch their games. Now that they got NIL, they can buy some players, have some man. They smashing. They only lost like one or two games this season. Like they used to be trash, straight trash. Like that's what you get, more of with NIL. You know what I mean? You gotta, if you want these players, you gotta offer them something. You think they're supposed to work for free? Like you're like, oh man, players getting paid. It's messing the game up, man. These niggas supposed to work for free, man.
Right. So as far as the realignment of the conferences is crazy, it is. But to me, it seemed like it's been some good. When I say good, I don't mean competitive, but interesting games. Man, they're exciting. I'm like, okay, I like some of these matchups.
Facts. Like, you got USC and UCLA leaving. They left. They went to a new conference, and it's a different style of ball now. You got them going all the way to the East Coast playing these teams. The whole Mountain West done got shook up.
Yeah,
we don't even know if UNLV gonna be in the Mountain West next season. They probably won't. Who else? Colorado was in the new conference. You know what I mean? They playing teams that's more their speed instead of getting blew out. You
I
know,
like to see. I like to see these new matchups because coming up, we didn't see a lot of these matchups.
nah, you will never see these games, and that's
Man,
just crazy too, because you get to see playing teams that they will never, play before. But you have to kind of get burnt out on seeing them play the same teams every year.
yeah, that's why I like when baseball used to play the same teams every year, all year. Then they came with the interconference. I
Yeah,
like that. I like that better. You could play teams on the West Coast could play some teams on the East Coast we wouldn't normally have played.
yeah, that's what we like to see. We like to see a switch up, a change up every now and again too, to make the league exciting. And some of these teams, even some of these schools, even had to pay money to leave these conferences. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
that's a
had a
big.
homeboy named Rob Vaughn. They call him Squid from Rolling 60. Squid could have played Major League Baseball. He got drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he was one of their top two players in the organization. But he wanted to gang bang. He wanted to come back home and chill in LA, and didn't want to listen to the coaches and stuff like that.
A lot of dudes like that all over LA.
We got Mark Moody, could have probably been an NFL quarterback. He might have been before his time though, because he was black. Our homeboy Reese, he probably could have played Major League Baseball and NFL. Uh, is it Lil Dika or Baby Dika? I think Lil Dika was a good basketball player. We had a Chico from the hood that was a good basketball player. Uh, Daryl Strawberry's brother could have played Major League Baseball. Keita Rock could have played Major League Baseball. Big Cal could have played Major League Baseball. Whole lot of dudes, man, from our hood.
You ask any neighborhood, anybody in LA, they gonna name you 10, 20 dudes that could have played in a league but just got caught up in the streets. You know what I mean? Or they chose the streets. You know what I'm saying? Over doing that. Over
Yeah,
the league or going to college or anything like that. We had a dude that used to play football, and everybody used to go to his games and stuff. But I haven't.
man. When I got to prison, man, so many ballers in prison. We had an ex-Raider in there. We had an ex-49er in there. We
Uh,
had dudes from all different hoods, from DeWardy, from Venice, Compton. Now we had dudes that could ball, football, basketball, and baseball. A lot of talent in prison, man.
niggas gonna hoop. Niggas gonna play some type of sport wherever we go. Put us together, like we gonna hoop. Like you know what I'm saying. And that's why
Man,
they. We're gonna start up a league. You know what I mean? Start up a prison league.
we had prison leagues with,
Yeah.
with stats
Oh,
and everything.
yeah. And you ever heard of Hook Mitchell?
Oh, I don't think so.
Demetrius Hook Mitchell was a dude from the Bay, and he grew up with like um, Brian Shaw. What's the other dude? Jason Kidd, Gary Payton. He grew up with all them dudes, and he was better than every last one of them. They said this out their own mouth. Like it's a documentary called Hooked, but he was up in San Quentin playing in the basketball league, or just whooping every like he was, or it might not even have been San Quentin, but he was. I think at one point he was in San Quentin, but it's a whole documentary. But yeah, he was the truth. Like he was like I don't ever think he was 6 foot, or he might have barely been like 6 foot, 6'1" or something. He in prison just jumping over people, but he wanted to be in the streets. He was I think he was even like smoking crack and stuff, and even people like Gary Payton said he got him like a workout at one point with an NBA team, and he came in high. He came in high, like just just tripping. So like, but they said dude he could still ball even when he was high, like you know what I mean. But it just didn't work out. But I think he passed like a couple years ago, but he had eventually got out. And but yeah, he was like 360 windmilling over cars, over motorcycles, over people, everything. Like
What year did you say you was born?
89.
Okay, so you wasn't born when Henry Tillman was locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Tillman was in YA. And he used to be on TV, man, training, boxing. And they put him up out of TS and he went to the Olympics and became a professional boxer. He squabbled Mike Tyson in the Olympics. He beat him. But Tyson got him in the professional when they was both professionals. 1984 Olympics, man. Was always on TV, at least like 1983. I used to see him on TV all the time. I think Ron LaFleur, it might have been Ron LaFleur, maybe not, but it was a dude, I believe he went to the Tigers. He was locked up. He was in YA too. He was so good in baseball, they came and got him. And
Like the movie Life.
yeah, yeah, that's some real shit. But
That,
these dudes really in prison, they'd be like, man, I was this, that, and the other. And nobody never believes them. They be like, nigga, let's go out there and play. Then when you see him play, like, oh yeah, he good.
hey, look, my pops from elementary school to forever was known as being a shooter. Like he could shoot the basketball like Steph Curry from any spot, anywhere on the court. And even not even just me saying it, like everybody I know said the same thing. Like he had a cold jumper on it. And like we have uh our nails grow like fast, like our fingernails and stuff. So his fingernails would be long, and that's all you would hear coming off the ball was the ball just coming off and coming off his nails and nothing but net. I'm talking about none. I could try everything, and I was taller than my pops once I got to maybe like high school, maybe like freshman year or something, or maybe even before, maybe even eighth grade. And I couldn't even block and shot. Like I would just run at him and try everything I could to block it, and just nothing but net, nothing but net, nothing but net. Like he probably could have did something with that at some point.
Oh wow, you saw Moon box in person? Oh, that's interesting.
But pretty
I
sure.
had never heard of Moon, but when I looked up his fights, I was like, all right, I could dig it.
Oh, he was really
Especially when he say he ran with Raymond Washington. I'm like, all right, he should have been representing Crip up in there.
man. Yeah, that's why it just make me think of the boxer that just got killed, Malik. Man, like man, he had potential. Man, he was well on his way, man, to probably being a world champion. You know what I'm saying? Because he had it all going for him. He was moving up, and he had a fight coming up on the 26th. And now, you know what I mean? They took his life, and he won't even get the opportunity to you know to,
Oh,
to
oh,
come.
he said on YouTube. I was like, oh, he seen him in person. Oh, another dude. When I went to visit my brother in Chino, 1983, I met Hollywood Henderson. Hollywood was from the Dallas Cowboys. He was in prison.
Man,
A lot of talent in prison, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
Warren Moon grew up. You go Alviso and then Analyst Vista. He lived 2 blocks from me, going to up in the Windsor Hills.
so
Hamilton High School legend.
I think the only dude from my high school, um, it's a baseball player that I actually went to school with, and he went to the pros. I can't remember his name. I think it's like Martinez or something like that. But another dude I went to school with, he played for UCLA, and I still to this day don't know how because our football team was trash. But he was, this is the time when Vic is really doing his thing, and he played just like Vic, but he was way taller. Like dude was probably like 6'7", 6'8", and had wheels. He could throw and had the wheels, but UNLV did. I mean, not UNLV. UCLA didn't really play black quarterbacks like that back then, so he just was like he was the backup, for backs like the whole time. He might have started like 2 games, but But yeah,
I had another buddy named Tracy Bernard Jones. He played for Arizona State. He was a hell of a ball player, but he got he had some type of major injury. I don't remember what it was. His knee or his chest or something. He had surgery. He had major surgery. And that's the only thing stopped him from going to NFL, man. He played on Saturdays on TV. We was all rooting for old Trace. You know how like you have certain friends or associates that's doing good or
yeah,
expected to go somewhere and people be hating on him. Nah, that nigga, this, that.
yeah,
Everybody was pulling for Bernard Jones. Everybody was pulling for him, man.
yeah.
And that was a freak injury.
We did it at my high school. We had this the security guard. He used to be a Harlem Globetrotter, and he used to play with us sometimes. But then uh he would like get real winded and like his asthma would like kick in and stuff. And he'd be sounding like he was about to just pass.
Mm.
But yeah, his name was Milton Banks, and he played at Cal Poly, and then he was a Globetrotter.
Hey, I wanna say something to my real friends that follow me on Instagram. Few people hit me up. The link to DJ posted, I reposted it. A few people hit me up saying, "Oh man, I would have came. I would have watched it." All right. First of all, if y'all was really my friends and y'all would have really watched it, y'all would just come over here and subscribe to the damn channel. You ain't got to wait for me to post a link on Instagram. So y'all full of shit. Y'all don't want to watch me talk about no goddamn sports. Y'all niggas finna go watch them dudes on ESPN and give y'all the wrong information
For real.
about the hottest player and the hottest team. You see, um, DJ, you talked about the 33 innings that the Dodgers didn't give up no run. I think that was you.
No, somebody.
It wasn't you. Somebody in the chat mentioned the Dodgers hadn't. I think it was Noodle Capone. The Dodgers haven't given up a run at 33 innings. The very first batter of the very next game, Lindor hit a home run and
Sure.
broke the streak. And that's what happens on ESPN. They tell you about this kicker that ain't missed a kick. This quarterback that throw three. Oh, it was Rob Moses.
Yeah.
They talk about this quarterback that threw over 300 yards the last 3 games. They talk about this guy ain't had a fumble in 202 games. And boom, happens all the time.
It does, and it's crazy because I'm a trend better like that. I bet with the trend for the most part. You know what I mean? So I hate when they say stuff like that right before a field goal kick. He hasn't missed one all year, and then as soon as you say that, the motherfucker missed the field goal. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Hollywood. Have you noticed lately though, like the last couple of weeks, a lot of announcers are not saying anything until after they kick. They miss. They say, "Well, it wasn't my fault. I waited till after
Yeah,
the kick."
yeah, because they know now that it's a jinx for them to
Yeah.
say. You know what I mean? So now at least I respect. At least they try to wait now. You know what I mean? But I wanted to say too. I posted it. Yes, I did post it again today, but I didn't tag you. But I figure I'm gonna start doing that, just posting it. But to any of my people that sit here might be watching it or click the link. We have this set up so that it benefits you. You know what I mean? Not only this show, but we also have the Discord. You know what I mean? And I don't know what it is, but everybody wants me to like personally send them stuff. You know what I mean? Personally send you all the pics and personally do this and it's like, look, dog, like all you have to do is just hit the link, sign up, hit the link to this YouTube, subscribe, and turn the notifications on. You will get the notification for every show. You know what I mean? Sign up for the Discord. You will get every single pic that we post on there. You will be a part of the group. It's free. Like none of this is none of this costs you anything. This is to help you. Like we're not really getting much. I'm not really getting much out of this. You feel me? But I'm doing it just to, you know what I'm saying, help people. Like, you know what I mean? I'm giving out winners. You know what I'm saying? As much as I can. I'm doing this, you know, to help, but I can't do that for like. I just never thought that it would be like that. That everybody would just want me to just, oh man, I can't mess with that, man. Just send me the pics. Just text me in the morning. And it's like, bro, I'm trying to focus on choosing the right pics. I can't even remember to text you the same pics that I'm posting in this Discord. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying is like, work with me. You know what I mean? I can't personalize everything for each person. You know what I mean? I take too much time out of my day, and my mind is not on that. You feel me? Like, but I got it to where go to the Discord, you get all the plays. You know, watch this show because it's plays that we give out on this show or plays that we might go over in the course of looking at the slate, looking at the games that's for this day or for this week or whatever. And I don't even post them because I'm not thinking of them when I make the plays. But when you listen here, you could take the play from that you hear right here and play it because they be hitting all the time. Like the things that we even say on the show, we come back the next day. Like we told y'all, I told y'all this and that was gonna happen on the show, and all you got to do is make those plays. Like use it as part of whatever you're doing. If you got a routine that's working for you, I'm not trying to stop that. You feel me? I'm only trying to help and trying to add to that. You feel me? So do what you do, but you can also take plays and take game and all of that from this show and use it to your advantage. It's not costing you nothing. It's free. Like, you know what I'm saying? For now, I want to get to the point to where we charge because, like they said, if you're good at something, you should never do it for free. You feel me? And we're pretty good at this. So hopefully we get a big enough following to where we can get to that point. But for right now, man, take advantage. It's free.
Yeah, that's real though.
Yeah, but I hope to blow it up. But yeah, we need to definitely start doing that. We're like posting it. Like I'm gonna start doing a post in different places. Boom, come check me out over here. This is the YouTube. You know what I mean? Because it seemed like people yesterday was seeing that and even like tapping in. I was gonna ask you if you like got notifications for new subscribers or something.
I got messages.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I got new subscribers, but if I did, it might have been on one or two, maybe. I could check though.
No, it's cool. I was just wondering. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's like for these last couple years, it really been feeling like I'm trying to drag people to the water to make them drink. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm not only giving y'all plays, like I'm giving y'all the sauce. You know what I mean? Especially the people that's on my Instagram, like because I stopped recently, but at the beginning of the season, I'm posting almost every day back-to-back winners, showing you that I'm hitting, I'm winning, and I'm giving out winners. All you have to do is come to the Discord and you can get these same winners. You know what I mean? And it seemed like people was just like, oh yeah, whatever. Like not it's like it's free money. Nobody's charging you nothing for it. You know what I mean? I get it for the people that don't really know what's going on, know how the sports bet and all of that. But it's like, my mom's always say you don't have to force feed good shit. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, it's set up for you right here. All you got to do is just look, see what's going on. Again, I say this all the time. I don't delete no plays. If the play lose, it lose. I don't go back and delete them. So you don't even have to. You don't have to make none of these plays. All you got to do is look at the Discord. You can scroll through and see these winners. You can see that this just ain't no fluke. Like a lot of these dudes that's selling picks, they not doing that. They just showing you the winners. They're not showing you the winners and the losers. And I'm not giving out 100 plays. I'm trying to give you 1, 2, 3 plays that's gonna hit, or 2 plays that I'm really confident in, and maybe 1 lotto pick. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting you know, like, this is a lotto right here. It got slim chances, but you know what I'm saying, the payout is good. But like I said earlier, if you're too good to double up, triple up, or quadruple up your money, then hey, I might not be the one for you. You know what I'm saying? If you want them lotto tickets, that you got other people that we got care for that.
I was about to say, you want a lotto ticket? Hit me up.
Exactly. Kev is one of the best people I ever seen at this lotto. Like I told him the other day, I do not understand how he does it. Like this should be it'd be like plus 75,000. When I see that, I'm already just thinking like it's a donation if I make the bet because I'm make that up. I just never been good at super long shots like that. Now, if it's 3, 4, 5, like last year in the NBA playoffs, I gave out a real good one and it actually hit. And it was, it was, I forgot what the odds was, but it was high odds. You feel me? You would walk away with some thousands, you know what I'm saying? And I hit on it, but I don't know how many other people. But I posted it, you know what I mean? And the plays that I post is plays that I'm making too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily, unless you ask me for something specifically, I'm not really gonna give you something that I'm not playing myself. When you see me posted in that Discord, I done already played it. You feel me? I make it and then I post it on there. You feel me? For y'all, so y'all can take it. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not
Yeah,
taking it for you. I'm not charging you.
yeah, that's a good point. I'll tell y'all right now. If you come at me and say, "Oh, what you think about the Jets and the Bills?" I might not be able to pick the winner for you. But now, if it's a game that I offer you, the odds of winning is going to be a lot higher than you just picking a random game for me.
Exactly.
So always keep that in mind too.
This how you come at Kev. You just say, "Hey, Kev, give me a 2-teamer, give me a 3-teamer, give me something like that," and then he gonna come up with something. He gonna give it to you, and you just play it. You know what I mean? That's how you come at Kev. Like, just give me some. Give me a 2-teamer. Give me if you want something confident. Like, hey, I know if I even if it's props. If I say, Kev, what you like, and give me two, I know he gonna give me two of what he really like. I got like an 8 out of 10 chance that them two is gonna hit.
Mhm.
But when Kev do it for himself, he going way past two.
Oh
He
hell yeah!
15, he picking 20. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to pick that high. You feel me? Just give me a couple, and I can use those. You feel me? I saw a news clip where an old white dude figured out odds on lotto scratchers and became a multimillionaire. He beat the system. They had to get rid of that scratcher ticket. You know what's crazy? I've been seeing a YouTube video with that like title, but I haven't watched it. Like when I'm at work, I like to like watch YouTubes like that. And for some reason I just haven't watched this one. But it's super, stories out there like that. And that's why I I explain like my process and stuff because when I look at gambling, I'm trying to figure out how to beat it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out the loophole. I'm trying to figure out where the advantage is. I'm not just betting just to bet. I want the advantage and I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying? So I go a little deeper. And that's why I like stories like that because I want to hear how other people beat stuff too, and I let you know that this stuff is possible. They always say that this stuff is, these casinos and all that, these sports books is made off losers, but somebody out there is winning. You feel me? It's a person or two that's always going to be out there winning, beating the system. I know y'all. Now go ahead, kid.
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Uh, I know a lot of y'all probably never heard of. It's a dude named Archie Carras, and Archie Carras came to Vegas with like $20, and then he used to he from like Russia or somewhere something, and he was in L.A. first, and then he came to Vegas, and then he got a loan from another gambler. They let him hold like 10,000. He turned that 10,000 into like 40 million over the course of like a couple months. I like stories like that. But then he gave it all back eventually. You know what I mean? He ended up losing it. Then they tried to put a case on him and said he was cheating. But yeah, he went crazy. It's like I think it's called like the greatest run in Vegas history or something like that. But yeah, he went crazy, just gambling, just started with that 10. He gave that dude his 10,000 back within. I want to say he gave him like double that back within like a couple hours. Like Dude let him hold that 10,000. He brought him back like 20,000, and dude was surprised, like, oh damn. And then from there, dude just ran it up to over 40 million.
I don't know about that Google Store app. Maybe Bet Us has an app on there. I don't know. 702.
Yeah, I think that's the
I don't use the app. I go online. I use the online app. I don't have an app on my phone.
Max, yeah. That's the thing with me. I'm trying to hit them and run. You feel me? I'm trying to get in and get out, stick and move. But I know a lot of people, don't like that. Like I said, yesterday I gave out that play. It was plus 250. Boom, you take the plus 250, you up. Like you ain't gotta keep making bets. You ain't gotta bet all day. Take the little bread, run, and then you live tomorrow. Tomorrow you get another bet. You try to do the same thing. You just try to be consistent with it. You don't just frivolously gotta throw money, and stuff with it. Like, if it worked for you, then do your thing. But I'm here to help the way I know how to help.
Who the Dodgers pitcher? Yamamoto?
Nah,
No, who pitcher?
I gotta look again. Dodgers pitchers, Bueller.
Oh, Walker Bueller again. He is so trash. What's his strikeouts? Because he's probably gonna go under.
Let's look it up. And let's have a look. That's like that at every casino.
Oh man, if you hitting 80%, you're doing it more than making a living off the casino, boy. You big up.
Yeah, 80% is like ridiculous.
Now, if you're making one bet a day at 80%, yeah, you making a living. But if you bet multiple bets every day hitting 80%, man, you up.
You rich.
Yeah, I seen Walker Bueller got robbed at Santa Anita for like a Rolex watch or something.
Yeah, he had 4.5. 4.5 plus 118. Under 4.5 is minus 150.
I think he going under that.
Yeah, that's why it's minus 150.
Yeah. He didn't get no strikeout last game. He's coming off an injury.
He didn't get none.
And he's not in game shape right now.
He didn't even get one?
Nope.
That's crazy.
That's the game I said he a bum. I said it's highly clear to me that who was that to beat the Dodgers that day? San Diego was gonna win.
Yeah, the Padres. Yeah, I see that now. He gave up 7 hits, no strikeout.
Oh man, if you betting 1,000 a day, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You living large.
Yeah, and you can do that. You feel like I know a dude that's official with it like that. He posts straight bets and builder parlays, and you can count on him. You can count on that to hit at really an 80% clip. I think so far he like 13. He hit like 12 out of 13 so far. Like he for real with it like that. Like his straight bets and his builder bets, they cash money. You feel me? Like, and that's what I like when I'm like betting. Like, if I'm looking at somebody or if I'm paying somebody for picks, I want to see that, okay, I can take this and I got an 80% chance at hitting. Not like, oh, I'm going to just, all these lotto tickets. Like some of these dudes, they give out 10 picks. They give out 10 picks. They just be happy if one hit. And then they post that one that hit. And they post the other 9 that lost. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'd rather not do that because you mess around and catch the, one of the 9 that lost or catch all the 9 that lost. You feel me? But if I can consistently take a pick like that you giving out, I'm with it all day. And this dude, he'll put 1,000 on a builder parlay, and that's on the low. That's just on a he just wasn't feeling it that day. But then you will see 4,000 and 12,000. I didn't see him put 46,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you hitting like that, but he got a formula and he got a certain like sauce that he not willing to give up, but he'll give out the plays. He gives out those plays. He got his own Discord, and you know they charge him $50 a month for his Discord. But I give him his props. He the truth.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want. I want some motherfuckers I don't know to be saying that I'm the truth. But right now, I'm not at that point.
For real, yeah. I done showed you his plays before. But even he be coming up with some lottos. Like he just posted earlier. I remember from last season he had this NBA pick that was so stupid. It was a parlay, and he won 100,000.
Mm.
Even in NFL right here, a couple weeks ago. He took Jalen Hurts for a touchdown, Drake London for a touchdown, Falcons plus 3.5. $200 won him $8,000. And then the quarterbacks too. Dude put 100,000 on the under for a game, for a quarter. Like he give out those too.
Man.
Yeah, so I think that's all our dream to live off sports betting shit. I'm trying to win off sports betting and quit this job and do this shit full time. Because I really feel like if I really had the time to really sit down and go through everything without, you know what I'm saying, have to go to work or be at work while these games are starting. Like I usually miss like the first half of a lot of these games. Like I might be able to catch at halftime or catch the end of it, but most of the time I'm just looking at the box score. They say usually Western Africa be here, but you got she straight or something. With the praying hands, like something going on. She's straight. He teased the Falcons to +3. You talking about on that ticket he hit? It might have been it was Falcons versus Eagles, so I don't know what that spread was. So I don't know if that's a teaser spread or well, most likely it is. But like I said, Jalen Hurts touchdown, Drake London touchdown, and Falcons +3. 200 got 8,000, and that's why I like props because you can't get that on game lines. You can't get a +8,000 off of 3 picks. I mean, a +4,000 off of 3 picks, unless it's 3 underdogs, and that's highly unlikely. But with props, you could pick certain things that's gonna have high odds, put them together, and now, you know what I mean, you up +4,000. You win 8,000 off of that, like off of $200. Like you can't do that with game lines. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if they was underdogs, he took the point to +3.5. Shit, I can find out what the spread is. Shit, the line was Philly -5.5. So if he took Atlanta +3.5, he went up. Like that ain't even a teaser. He went the opposite way. If he took +3.5. his NBA play, he got it framed. He got the motherfucker put like on a big photo and framed it. And it was Caleb Martin 15 points, Jalen Brown 30 points, Herb Jones 15 points, and Shea Gilgis Alexander for 30 points. $197 got him $100,000. The odds was plus 50,000. The truth. I ain't even no hater for real. I'm gonna give y'all his info. I'm gonna put his Instagram on in, in the chat. Yeah, Rob. Hey, the Lakers did play the Lakers played the Warriors tonight, and Warriors won. Bronny had 2 points. He was like 1 for 5. Three of those was 3 pointers that he didn't hit. Now 3 pointers. He scored. He scored one 2 pointer. Oh, it's Lions Minnesota this week. Yeah, shit, man. Yeah, if I had to choose a side, I would probably take Minnesota. Probably scored and had a block. Yeah, he did. He had a block from behind, and he scored that one bucket. Uh, Warriors won every quarter though. Lakers didn't even win a single quarter. I can't wait to bet. I can't wait to bet Golden State third quarter. They the best third quarter team in the league. They win all the third quarters for the most part. I'm gonna look up tomorrow is game 3 of the WNBA finals. Let's see what these props looking like. What the heck?
Austin, you the best. Off to watch OG Hutch episode on Black Channel. Good night, guys. Good night, 702. Hutch still cracking. That's cool. Klay Thompson for Dallas was 0 for 9 shooting last game.
He sure was.
Damn.
0 for 9. I don't know how he gonna fit in over there. They ain't got that team did not get better, man. I really feel like they was lucky to even be in that spot to make it to the final. But yeah, they got Collier 20 for 21 points tomorrow. I like that. Let me see what they got her rebounds at. Collier rebounds. They got her at 8.5 for minus 146. I kind of like that, but she really haven't been getting her rebounds like she should. But she been getting about 8. She ain't hit 10 yet in these first 2 games. What they got INS points at?
All right, I'm going to hit y'all with one like I hit y'all with Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani. Klay Thompson historically went on droughts where he go 0 for 9. Klay will bounce back. He's old. He's slow. He got to catch and shoot. He's not going to keep going 0 for 9, man. Klay gets hot, too.
It was a preseason game, too, so he didn't play the whole game.
Yeah, and he got to adjust to the people. He'll be all right. He ain't going to be no premier player in the league, but he ain't finna be going 0 for 9.
No. But He a liability on defense, but that whole team is a liability on defense.
Yep, absolutely.
Luka don't play no defense. They paint players ain't like that. They ain't no defensive stoppers.
Luka be out there playing, hustling hard, but he
It's
but he cannot guard. He do not want nobody to try to lock nobody down. Everybody just go past him. He just do this.
yeah, that's it. He not gonna chase. If you get past him, he not even gonna chase you.
Man, he get mad if you dog him out too much. He either gonna keep coming down shooting threes, or he gonna get mad at your ass and yell at the refs.
It's crazy because this dude is not. I don't want to say he not athletic at all, but he not athletic like that.
I agree.
But he's still killing dudes for 50 points. You feel me? Like I'd be like, dude wouldn't score more than 12 points on me. Like,
Damn.
it's no way. Like, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's working.
Hey, I like Luka though. I don't like him as in he's my favorite player, but he gives you excitement watching the game, especially if you're betting some prop bets.
You got to respect this game.
Yeah.
You can't not respect this game. But a lot of times, the thing with Luka, he go off in the first half.
And then he ain't gonna do shit.
He ain't gonna do shit the second half, or they're gonna be getting blown out. Take that under. If that under get anywhere close, especially if it's a lot, like say he got 25 in the first half, he's not getting 50. Most of the time, he's not getting 50. So he might get about 35, 39 or something like that. But yeah, take the under. And how I know, I done got burnt a couple times taking the first half. Like, yeah, he gonna hit this. He gonna hit 50. He got 25 in the first. They gonna get 50. Man in the game with 35 points.
That's down there how we know everything, because we done got burnt by these fools. When we call dudes bums, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 times me and DJ gonna agree. 9 times out of 10, me and Jerome Wallace gonna agree. There's gonna always be a player that we don't agree on, but players that lose, bettors, money, we all gonna have the same feeling towards those players.
Facts. And I told you before, I'm quick to call a nigga a bum. I don't care who it is. You lose my money when you should have won, you a bum. I will call LeBron a bum. I will call Luka a bum. Yeah, I don't care who it is. Everybody is gonna be a bum when they screw me over.
Yep. Hey, that's a good idea, High Chief. That'll get some watch hours, maybe.
Yeah, that would. Man, I had one that I was gonna tell earlier about high school, but it's good. I'll tell another time. But yeah, well, when you were telling that story, it made me think about it. Like I was like, man, that we was the dice kings in high school. We got crack out. Everybody had a pair of dice on them at all times. I know I for sure did.
Damn.
And they used to take our dice. They used to take our dice. They used to threaten us. They was gonna that we was gonna be get charged with gambling and all kind of stuff. Like,
damn.
But they wouldn't do. They would just take them and just And then we got a backup pair. You know what I mean? I got another pair. It's nothing. But yeah, man. I'm gonna mess around and forget to tell it, but it's cool. Yeah, shit. Yeah, so tomorrow, shit, we really just got the baseball and that WNBA game.
There should be some college football.
Yeah, it's college football. I think every day for the next week or two. What's this WNBA is it?
I didn't get a book deal, Rob Moses. I self-published. I try to go through 2 outlets to get published, and they basically scams. There's the people that you're never supposed to pay for your book deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, supposed to pay you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a lot of scams on the internet. A lot of people get robbed their first time around. kind of like the music industry. Everybody get in the music industry and get robbed first to go around. But
Shit, even didn't Monster say he got robbed?
I don't remember, but Monster got paid several times. Monster actually had a cold deal because Monster would get like 150 racks, and he would go to prison or whatever. He'd go get high or whatever, and the book deal would be for I don't know how many years, 3, 4, maybe 5 years. And every time that, like a contract, if they
No,
don't give you a movie in within that time,
it was a movie, not a book deal,
yeah,
because he already had the book. I think he said he got jerked on a book deal, but then on the
well,
movie deals, and he was selling his life rights.
yeah, exactly. And
Yes,
he got paid off that a couple of
yeah, a
times.
couple times.
But you just remind me, the book, he didn't get robbed on the book. What happened was he claimed that his wife spent up the money. His wife and other people had spent up his money. He told us that in person, that that's what happened with his money for the book. But he got paid for the book. At least they wrote the checks.
Yeah, but I think he said he should have like made more money off of that. They made a lot of money off the book.
Yeah.
He got compared to what they got, like he got crumbs or something like that, you know.
Yeah, because we don't know. And then you've been in prison all your life. You ain't no hustler. You hear 100, 150, you like, nigga, hell yeah, give me that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not knowing by the time the family asks for something and you buy a car, you broke again.
Rap, you broke all over again. You feel me? Looking for the next one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm like, I just wish we would just buckle down a little bit and just, read a lot more and learn about these things that we getting into. Let's not just keep jumping into stuff and getting jerked. We've been getting jerked over for too long. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like and then it should only take one person to get jerked over, and then from there you help everybody else that come behind you to not get jerked over. You know what I'm saying? Like, or build something. Like, we don't have no infrastructure. So even with him, like if he got drunk, if he got drunk, let's say he got jerked over in his first book. What I wish was what would have been dope that was on his mind, because he knows so many people. He know everybody else that could write books. They should have been up under him. You know what I mean? He should have created something to where he could bring them to the table and get them deals and make sure they didn't get jerked and they both get paid off of it, like, and he have his own thing.
I agree, but here's the issue with that. Number one, he said nobody wanted him to write the book, including Tookie.
Facts.
So
He wrote a
that
book.
wasn't going to work. Then number two, when he did put the book out, everybody was saying he was snitching in the book.
Yeah.
But now, if he came later, like when I did, then he could just took everybody up under him and just sold it up.
But once he dropped his book, everybody's seeing how much money he was, or the notoriety he was getting. Just like you said Tookie didn't even want him to write the book. What Tookie do?
He wrote the book.
He wrote a book. What everybody else do? How many of these other dudes got books? You know what I mean?
But keep in mind, Monster's book came out in 93.
Yeah.
These dudes like Tookie didn't write his books to the 2000s.
Yeah, his book came out in the 2000s.
So basically, we could say Monster was ahead of his time.
Facts. And then to keep it real, I think I like Tookie's book a little better than Monster's.
Tookie's book was good. I like Monster's because he had the real riders. Tookie had old dudes that we don't really know much about. We didn't see him gangbanging. Monster had niggas that you was like, oh shit, here go this nigga. You know what I mean?
He was given a lot more names in his book. So, and that's what people didn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Monster let us know about that module, man, all that bullshit. Niggas wasn't telling us what was going on in the module.
Yeah.
Niggas.
I did want to, I asked you, I'll tell you off.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. I can't really speak on Pretty Boy Monster.
Yeah, that thing was different, but almost don't count.
I mean, I'm saying it's not for public consumption.
Yeah, but yeah, we definitely need to do things like that though to be, to help everybody. That would have kept him, you know, on a better path. You know what I mean? Look at, like I said, look at all these dudes. It didn't even have to be gangster. It could have been all these street dudes like that. They got these books. Pimps got books. Then came out with so many books, and everybody else. You know what I mean? He could have been. He could have been the go-to,
Yeah,
but it just sucked that we never, we never thinking that far ahead or thinking like that. You know what I mean? We always late to the party.
yeah, that's a fact.
And I wish we would just, I wish we would just stop it. Like, stop being late to the party. Let's, create something, because that's why we get treated the way we do, because we can't stop nothing. If they was, if we didn't agree to what they was doing, or how they was treating us, like what could it be like? All right, if we don't get our way, we're gonna shut such and such down. Like we can't do none of that because we don't own nothing.
Right.
Like we don't even all this shit we created, from the stoplight to peanut butter to the toilet to everything, and we ain't got nothing. We ain't got a piece of it. We ain't no black people getting no percentage of it. Nothing. And it's like at some point we just stop creating shit. Like all of these websites, from the Twitters, the Instagram, the Facebooks, and black people ain't involved in creating none of it. Tesla, whatever, these companies, like we not there. Like when did we just stop creating shit?
Yeah, that's true, Rob Moses. I learned from Big U, man. Don't sell your rights.
That too. Not only do we sell our rights, like I get it. If you're selling your rights for a movie, you're selling your life rights for a movie. If you was some type of celebrity or something like that, or some type of big figure, but we create businesses and then we sell them, and then we complain after the fact that we don't have nothing now. BET, for instance, you don't sell that because no matter how much money it will bring you, you don't sell that because now we don't have nothing. Now we don't have a voice. We lose our voice because you built it up and then you sold it to another demographic of people. If you're going to sell it, you sell it to somebody that's going to keep it going how you was bringing it, so it could, be a voice. And this is something I always say, right? Remember Versus?
Yeah.
Man, Versus was the shit.
Right.
I'm talking about the shit from COVID to after COVID. And they sold it. They gave it away. Now, when the last time we had a Versus? You know what I'm saying? All the Versus was good as hell. But they figured they was going to sell it to them people and they was going to keep it going. It's like, no, man, you built something. Keep it going.
Was you around for Carl Kanai?
Yeah, I was around with Carl Kanai.
That nigga was popping. What didn't he sell for $1 million?
I don't think Carl Kanai sold, because they still
was it Cross Colors?
What's
somebody sold out for $1 million?
Carl Kanai and what's the other one? Damn, I can't remember. But yeah, eventually with them clothing brands, yeah, they always sell them, like, Rockaware, Fubu.
Maybe that's who it was. Fubu, maybe. Yeah, it was Fubu.
I think so, yeah. Because I think Carl Kanai trying to come back. He tried to make a comeback. But it's like everything. We make everything hot. We make everything popular. If we not at the forefront of what's hot in the streets, in these industries and all of that, then it's not popping. But why do we get it popping and we don't get nothing off of it? Right. And we don't make nothing. Like when you broke, you can't help your people. You know what I'm saying? You can't help nobody when you broke. You can't even help your goddamn self when you broke. You know what I mean? So it makes no sense to just like get rid of stuff or just, you know what I mean? Like now you can't do nothing. Like now you got no voice. Now we got no voice.
Mm.
When black people had BET, we was rushing home after school to watch 106 in Park and whatever else they came out with. Now, man, like we don't even pay attention to none of that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like over with. But it's like, when are we gonna get something? When are we gonna be at the top or something? Like, but it seemed like now we try to come second place. Like, oh, now we're gonna have a this for black people, and we make all that shit hot. Twitter wasn't really popping like that until black people got on Twitter.
Man.
We had our own black Twitter. We had our own having our own conversations on their site in their space. Michael Jackson kept his rights to his music. That's not necessarily true. He didn't keep his rights to his music. He did lose. He lost the rights to his music, and I think he got it back. He bought it back, and along with that, he bought a lot of other people's music too. He bought catalogs because he understood that that's where the money is at. Like you see right now, a lot of these rappers is selling their catalogs because they trying to take the money now instead of holding on to it. But most of these rappers don't even have they rights, you know, for a lot of stuff, for a lot of their music, because we don't own the music industry. We don't run the music industry. It ain't ours. We the workers, you know what I mean? We motherfucking worker bees making these other dudes rich. And you know, we think we getting rich. We think the rappers is rich. They're not really rich. The people that's cutting them the checks, they wealthy. You know what I'm saying? But you see it now. They're selling it, and I get it. If you're gonna sell something or even sell a piece of something and reinvest that into something else, that makes sense. But if you're gonna sit there and sit on the money, or you're gonna blow all the money or spend it, that makes no sense. You know what I mean? Unless you're gonna flip that into another business and keep that money going, maybe something that cash flows a little bit more or something like that, that makes sense. But if it ain't, you know, if it ain't making you no money, like, you know, that's a different, you know, conversation too. Barry Gordy owned Motown, sold it for $100 million. That's what we do. We build the shit up and we get rid of it. We take the money, we blow the money, or we spend it, or you know what I mean? We don't put it into much else and nothing else. Look, ain't no more, you know, record labels, black record labels like it used to be. Used to Rockefeller, Bad Boy, Death Row. These was billion-dollar companies, and now they no longer. You know what I'm saying? Now we don't have that voice no more. We can't do nothing. The goddamn Suge in jail, Puffy in jail. Everybody goddamn in jail and shit. These niggas ain't, you know what I mean? Luckily, Puffy sold most of his stuff, you know what I mean? So he working with some cash, but you know, he got to get out of his position. And then we tear each other down like nobody else. You will not hear me say no Diddy. You will not hear me making fun of this dude or nothing, because nobody wants to be in that situation, in that position. And I'm never gonna laugh or make fun of another dude that's in jail, because anybody that had their freedom even took for a day know that is nothing that you want to make fun of nobody else with. But you will not see it. Harvey Weinstein went to jail for what he went to jail for. You didn't see not one. It wasn't on the TV every day. It wasn't on the news every day. Everybody on YouTube wasn't talking about it, clowning him. None of that. And I can name 100 other people from other races that they didn't do that to. But black people, man, a motherfucker go to jail and we love to see their downfall. Oh, thank God. Oh yeah, finally they got that devil. I'm at the point, I don't care what he did, if he did it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not laughing at the dude. I'm not making fun of it. I'm not even bringing light on it, because nobody else do that. Like, what's an example? Like, I can't even think of a Latino or Hispanic or something that went to jail or something. Even 6ix9ine, he Mexican. Was the Mexicans really going in like that on him when he did what he did and he told and went to jail? And all? Like, was they making videos every day on YouTube? Like, yeah, this guy's out of here. This guy's a piece of like, man, everything. Go on YouTube. You can't even look up nothing else. Go on YouTube and look up how to make lemonade. The third video gonna be Puffy going to jail or somebody making a video about Puffy. Like, why do we do that to each other? Like, you today, me tomorrow, man. Like, anything that can happen to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, F over so many blacks. He's in this situation for a reason to F him and his dang, man. Did he mess you over? Was you working for Death Row? Like, who did he mess over? What did he do that was what did he do that was that bad to where it's F him and all of that? Like, he not another black man that helped so many people. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't know that man, especially if he didn't do nothing to you. It wouldn't be no Snoop Dogg if it wasn't for Suge Knight. You wouldn't probably know who Daz Corrupt is if it wasn't for Suge Knight.
Well, I need to slap Suge. I didn't need to know who them niggas was.
nigga, the dog for you didn't know who Daz Corrupt was?
I said I didn't need to know him.
Well, nigga, why not?
Man, they don't do nothing for me. I like Corrupts.
Yeah,
if
Corrupt.
You think your ass is Boston, come over to Crenshaw and Slauson. That's the only thing I like about
how you gonna do Corrupt like that? So you didn't need to know.
That's the only thing I liked about it.
You put y'all on the map. No, I'm bullshit.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've been on the map. He wanted to be part of it.
I just had to say. Shit, I remember the interview. Y'all asked Big U like Corrupt from 60. He was like, yeah, Corrupt from C. I was like, nigga. He was like, nah, for real. Y'all was like, but yeah, like nigga, Tupac would have stayed in jail if it wasn't for Suge Knight. Like, how could it be just F that man and he F'd over so many people? Even the people that make these videos talking bad about Suge, they will tell you in a heartbeat all the good stuff he did for black people. He used to do a Mother's Day thing every year just for the mothers. I've heard stories of people calling Suge 3 o'clock in the morning talking about their house was finna get foreclosed on. And he went to the bank and got that money for them, knowing that they couldn't pay it back. You know what I mean? So it's effing, like, it's crazy. And then that's when I shot him. This was crazy, right? The baby oil. What the fuck does the baby oil got to do with anything? Like, why would they release that and say that they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Who gives a fuck? Is it illegal to have 1 million bottles of baby oil in your house?
They was trying to embarrass and insult him.
Exactly. And what we do, we run with it.
We fall for it.
Running with the shit, clowning the shit. It don't make no sense.
Hey, man. Yeah.
Like, nobody else do that to this is a legend. Like, we don't have too many people that's up there like that. We don't have too many people that can walk in these rooms like that. The people that can really garner respect and really have power like that. He's been in the game for a long time. Whatever he was doing, they've been allowing him to do this for a long time.
Exactly.
You know, my mama always told me the first time you a victim, anytime after that, you're a willing participant. So if he put his hands on anybody, if he gave people drugs, if he made people have sex that they didn't want to have sex, right then and there, they should have shut it down. Nigga, 911 is open 24 hours a day. It don't close. You can call that number at any time. They will come to you. You feel me? So, like, to do, you know, our people, like, nobody else does. We the only race that does that. And then you have your perspective, I have mine. I respect Cockroach Piss more than Suge Knight. All I'm asking is, what did he do to you for you to hate him that much? Like, I don't get that, especially if you don't know that man, if he never did nothing to you personally. Like, just the same way you look at however somebody did bad, look at what they did good too. Because everybody ain't just all bad, everybody ain't just all good. Like, how many people look at you like that, James Cash, and it's like F James Cash, no matter what you do, like, would you want that same treatment? You know what I mean? Like after all the good that you done did, all the people you done helped, like man, what the dude do to you? Like if he took somebody that you love, you know what I mean, or something like that, like I can understand that. But man,
My thing is, we don't really know if he did anything or not.
exactly. So how is it just F the man and he respect cockroaches more? It's like, damn, we do our own thing so bad, dog. I just wish that we would not do that. Like, I never been like that, man. Like the shady business going on behind closed doors. How many brothers out of Compton did Suge Knight sign? Nigga, what do it matter? Nigga, who said they had to be out of Compton? Nigga, Dr. Dre is out of Compton. Like, Suge Knight is a blood. He's a Pyru. He grew up in a Pyru neighborhood. He represent Pyru. All of his rappers were Crips out of Long Beach and LA. Like, why does it matter who was from Compton and who wasn't? Like, these are black people. Why do we segregate each other? Like, oh, y'all from Compton, or I'm from LA, or he, like, nigga, it don't matter. He helped black people. He helped black people build stuff for their family. Snoop Dogg right now is the most known rapper in the world. Suge is a part of that. He part of the reason for that. I'm almost convinced he has something to do with Easy. Well, now, nigga, you just talking about conspiracy theories. You trying to put a murder on a nigga. Like, just like, how do we just do that, man?
I'm
I guess, man, you got your own.
It was the movie that made James Cash feel like that.
It must be like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I never heard that on the street.
yeah, like, how could you do something to somebody you don't even like? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. He responsible. The man died from AIDS. Like, that Suge fault.
He said the movie was whack, but didn't in the movie they insinuate that Suge had something to do with that?
Nah, not in the movie. They just showed that part where they went to the hotel room and they just put a part like he put hands on Easy or whatever, or had him and his crew when they had him sign that contract. And he said Nate Dogg said he never let Suge punk him. It's a bunch of dudes that never let no man punk him. Like, if you a man, you're supposed to be a man at all times. Like, if you let somebody play with your money or punk you out of anything, then that's on you. You just ain't, especially you claim to be a gangster or a gangster rapper and you let somebody punk you. I don't care if dude was 100 foot and 50 feet tall. Like, it don't matter. You're going to have to knock me out or kill me or whatever. You're not finna punk nothing over here, man. Like, the man got to stand on his own. Like, it's a bunch of people I can name, from RBX to Trady. Like, people punk who they know who they could punk. You know what I'm saying? Man, don't forget he got knocked out by the barber. You know what I'm saying? He ain't invisible. He done got shot a bunch of times. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't the boogeyman. He ain't invincible. So why would you let him play with you or your money in any form or fashion? Now you don't look, man. James Cash. Yeah, your opinion is your opinion, but your opinion is crazy, bro. Like, crazy. Yeah, like, everybody ain't all bad or all good. If the man was giving back to his community, man, highlight that. Don't just talk about, the gossip and the YouTube conspiracy theories, man. I'm from Compton. Lived. That movie was pretty accurate. Yeah, a movie ain't gonna be 100%, man. It's a movie. They come out with a movie about my life right now. It's not gonna be. I would be like, man, that wasn't right, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's a movie. They got to do what they got to do. But I don't like when people like. I don't even like when people be like, oh, yeah, he ain't from over there. He ain't from, nigga, if you not from over there, you can't say that he not from over here or over there, or he not a part of this or a part of that or whatever. Like, it.
Yeah.
Not only is it not your business, but like it's not your position to say that. You feel me? Because when we grew up in these neighborhoods, right? It don't matter. We all black men. If somebody is walking down the street, how many times are they gonna get out of the car and say, "Hey, sir, are you a member of this community or are you a banger of this community?" Nigga, they not finna ask no questions. You guilty by association. You in the same situation that everybody else is in. So you going through the same things. You playing at the same parks. You walking to the same stores. You probably just ain't committing the same crimes that everybody else is committing. But for people or for you to act like, oh, he ain't from over there because he was just like, nigga, if he grew up from over there, he from over there. You feel me? Like that's as far as our business, as far as the need to go, because we ain't from over there, so we can't say who is and who ain't. You feel me? Like that's for them to say. Easy way respected and Compton Cribs. I know that none of these blocks were from real Compton. Yeah. But like all of these people contributed something that we love and that people is eating off and was able to feed their families. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like whether it's Suge, Easy, Dre, Q, like these dudes got voices and they help so many other people. When you, like I said earlier, when you broke, you can't help nobody. You know, the dudes that's really making money, really having money, like they help numerous amounts of people. They take many people out their neighborhood, give them jobs out of the community. That's one less person you got to worry about coming through your window. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's highlight that. Like, let's treat each other like, you know, with some dignity. Let's have some pride. You know what I'm saying? And being black, first of all, like. I was thinking about this earlier. Like, I can't wait till my kids grow up so I can teach them that your job is to help your people. Like, my kids are mixed, but before anything, they black first. You know what I mean? They're gonna be black women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they Puerto Rican and black, so it's like the same thing. But still, you know what I'm saying? But your job is to help your people, and if you can't help your people, you damn near failed at life.
Yep. All right, Hutch, take it easy.
Like, you gotta have something. Like, we all gonna leave this motherfucker one day, and it's gonna be like, well, what about him? Who was he? Who was she? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't help nobody, do something to help your people. Whether it's a nonprofit, whether it's however, whatever you come up with, but just do something to help your people and help each other, and go at least a couple times a year. Go out of your way to do something for somebody black. You know what I'm saying? No matter where they from, even if they from a different city, I don't care if it's helping them cross the street. You know what I'm saying? Or take their groceries to the car or something, man. Let's do better. Let's help each other. You know, let's listen to each other. You know what I mean? Like, I could say something to one person and they're not gonna listen because it's me or because I'm black. But a white person could turn around and tell you the same thing, and you're gonna listen to him because for some reason we think that white ice is colder when it's really not. Since we get the same goddamn ice, they ice is not colder. They not no better than us. You know what I mean? Nobody is. We, to keep it real, we the shit. We been the shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, when we gonna act like it? You know what I mean? Everybody want to take one person, like, use their worst situation against them. Like, imagine Kev Mack if people was like, oh man, Kev Mack wasn't a good person. He went to jail. That nigga robbed Benoit Benjamin. Like if you're gonna use his worst thing against him and just negate all the other things that he tried to do, the peace that he tried to bring to LA, you feel me? Like, forget that. Nah, he went to prison. He got a felony. He tried to rob Benoit Benjamin and shit. You know what I mean? That nigga, you know what I mean? He was in and out of jail. He was gang banging. You know what I mean? He had his mom take the police on a high speed chase when the police after and all that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, use that against him.
If they did, it would be true. It's just about how you paint the whole picture, though.
Yeah, but that's what paint the whole thing. Or don't just use that one bad situation to say he did, or don't use all a bad situation. Right. Add the good too. Like, both, because you want somebody to judge you the same way. Like, judge me by all of it, not just the bad part.
Yeah.
said Rob Moses said Kev was acting up. Yeah, Kev was a fool. And the crazy part is, we if you watch Kev and you watch his channel, we get to hear all his stories, all his. So we notice the other us people that's watching us, we don't know, like we don't know each other's business. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so who knows? I don't know what you do behind closed doors. So how could I, you know what I mean, use that against you? I don't know what you do. I really don't care. You feel me? But
Real talk.
what? You wore zip suits
To a casual party.
and thought he was fresh.
My homie that be calling while I be live, he the one be clowning me about it.
That's hilarious. But look, James Cash said, at the end of the day, Suge ran over a brother in his truck. Cowardice. What do you think of that, bro? I think that that's an unfortunate situation. That's between them two brothers, though. I wasn't there. I have nothing to do with it. A man lost his life, and a man went to prison and basically lost his life too. You feel me? That happens every single day. And that's what I'm saying. Let's stop doing stuff like that. Let's stop taking each other's life for no reason. Let's stop running each other over. Let's stop getting into these situations. And that's why we got to embrace who we are, right? Our program is not everybody else's program, right? With this, especially with this YouTube stuff, I've been annoyed lately. Like, I see these people taking these shots at us all the time. You feel me? And it's because, for one, it's just propaganda, you feel me? For them to just, they got to knock somebody down and build themselves up. For two, they think that our program is supposed to be their program because it works for them, that we're supposed to do what they do. And that's not how we get out. Like, we do our own thing. I'm not mad at nigga shit. Like, niggas do nigga shit, and it's just what we do, you feel me? I'm not really mad at it as long as it don't kill nobody, you feel me? But as niggas, as black people, like, we have no problems with squabbling, catching a fade, and then after the fact, shaking the hands, hugging, whatever, and go on about our way. These other races, they don't necessarily do that. They don't really believe in putting their hands on each other, whatever, and that's cool. But I'd rather us, if we have an issue, and if it has to be solved by us, you know what I'm saying, throwing our hands, then that's just what it is. After that, let's go our separate ways. So if they could have done that, and if Suge would have got out of that car and probably did that, or whatever, or if he would have never went down there, both of them dudes wouldn't have lost their life and their freedom like that. You feel me? So let's do that. Like, that's cool. Whether it's bare knuckle, whether it's gloves, you know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. A good fade, a fade is a fade, you know what I'm saying? And we walk away from that. You feel me? So, but to take each other's life, like, we don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Kev might not want that weak and freaky go hard though.
Corrupt, all right. I'm just saying, I could have lived without meeting Corrupt, but he all right.
Yeah.
We all got our faults and our problems and stuff,
Facts. But yeah, I mean,
I put it this way: he ain't never done nothing wrong to me or around me. I'm not putting him down. I was just kind of seriously joking that I could have did without Dog Pound.
yeah, it'd be like that. We all got people, in our circles we ain't too fond of, people we think will be cool, but we meet them and then, it don't go as planned.
I like calling out names.
That song, yeah. I mean, Corrupt can rap. Corrupt do his thing.
Yeah.
Rob Moses said Suge should have lawyered up. He will be wealthy again. What do that mean? Suge has always been lawyered up. He always had lawyers in his pocket. Do you not remember this dude got like 2 lawyers disbarred because he had them bringing in stuff and passing off messages, doing all kind of stuff, working for him? That they, like, if you can get a lawyer to do that, like, you really might be that dude. You feel me? Because lawyers do not normally try to risk their freedom or their license, you know what I'm saying, for you. And he got about like 2-3 lawyers, in trouble because they was making moves for him.
Yeah.
Suge could have made his movie on death row. Nigga, how? He ain't got no movie experience. He don't have no movie studio. Like the movie business is something that I want to get into, right? But somebody told me this recently. Like, as black people, we don't have the same opportunities as these other people. We can't just walk into a room and get that job. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to have credentials behind us first just to even get in that room. And then we have to be better than it. You feel me? So the best thing, if you know anybody that's young and that's coming up, that's trying to figure out, express to them, reiterate to them as much as you have to, that you need some paperwork first. You either have to go to school or get a trade or get some type of experience in these certain fields. So if you have to go work a job, or you have to go to school first to get something that's just gonna get you paid, and so that then later on you could double back to do what's really your passion, advise them to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us have wasted a lot of years just jumping into the workforce, just working in dead end jobs, a job that don't care about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't, no matter how much money he can't just he couldn't just wake up and make a movie. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this is before like YouTube and all that back then. You know what I'm saying? But and normally people don't make their like own movies like that. They they work with the companies. Like, the companies, they got this power to put your movie in the theaters, and to even green light your movie. And you know what I mean? Like, it's so many different layers to it that if you really want the masses to see it, you just can't wake up and like, I'm gonna shoot a movie. You could, I mean, Boosie did it, but it's like the way that movie was, like the NWA movie. And from what I hear, Sugar's still trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? So they said it's official Black Power. Yeah, sometimes it get like that.
Yeah, it's all good.
We versatile people.
We went over 2 hours, y'all. So
Yeah.
hopefully it helped the watch hours. I know Jerry Allen gonna catch the replay. He gonna turn the sound down. He just be trying to get his watch hours. He don't pay attention to what we talking about.
I respect it. I respect it like a mug. Kevin's made many documentaries on it. Absolutely, man. And that's why Kevin's gonna go into the Hall of Fame for the work that he put in. You know what I'm saying? Kev got a legacy. You know what I'm saying? He actually put the work in, and even if he's not getting it right now, he gonna get the recognition. You know what I'm saying, that he deserved. You know what I'm saying, because he put the work in. So
yeah, I did do that, man.
Exactly.
Trailblazer at that.
So exactly, on his own too. Like, he don't have the educational experience in this film stuff, but he did it on his own. You know what I'm saying? He got it. He did get it out the mud, but he's trying to get to that point to where he can be in them same situations, and hopefully, it comes. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said he put a whole team together and was pitching these shows, but like, imagine how that feels to us. Like, we have to go somewhere, you have to pitch this stuff, and these people don't even understand what you bring to the table because they don't understand the culture. They don't know, they don't understand. So when you got $1 billion idea up here, but you got to ask somebody for permission. You got to ask somebody for permission that don't even know where you're coming from. They probably don't even know what you're talking about.
Yep, fact.
They came up in some affluent area, and they like, who cares about that? Who cares about the gang shit and all this? Like, it might be cool for a little 20-minute little whoopty whoop, but you want me to you want my company to invest millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars into this and blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, that's hard to do that. But a black man that's in that position, you're gonna go to him and you're gonna have he gonna have a whole different ear listening to your pitch, your story, what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we have to get to where we in a position of power, to where we can do that for our people. You know what I'm saying? Because they not hearing, like, it's going in one ear out the other, and then you're gonna have to show them first. Like, they don't want you to, like, you can't come in and just get that opportunity. You're gonna have to have like 1 million views on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They own these numbers like that. You're gonna have to come in with something that's really convincing for them because they don't understand. Like Denzel gave a perfect example. He said Martin Scorsese was like shooting a movie or something, and he was worried because they didn't have like no black people on set and around. And somebody asked him, "Well, what's the what's the significance of that?" And he was like, "We black, right? So we know what a hot comb is. We know what it smelled like when you wake up in the morning and your mama got that hot comb on the stove and she getting your sister, you know what I mean, getting her hair and you know what I mean, or burn her neck out. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't know that. So you know, when Scorsese is doing these mafia movies, he's from that. He knows what that's supposed to be. He got Robert De Niro right there. He got Joe Pesci right there. And that's what they. But when we shooting these black movies and we having these telling these black stories, it's white people that's behind it, and they don't even know they don't know the significance of it. They just open.
You know what else white people do? There's a story, like DJ tells a story or Mac tells a story. When they recreate the story, the things they don't know nothing about, they fill in with some fiction, some make believe.
They fill in with some shit that don't even coincide with it. You know what I mean?
It's like so corny.
Yeah, like that's not how we do. That's not how we operate. Like even so, like I know a dude that's a comedian, right? He one of Jamie Foxx's best friends. So they shooting the movie where Jamie Foxx played Tookie in the movie, the Redemption movie, right? And it's like a prison scene or something, and they got everybody just hanging out, mingling, and all of that on the yard and stuff. And dude had to come in like, hey, he like, nah, that's not right. And they're like, what are you talking about? Nah, they wouldn't be hanging out like that. Like, you know, the blacks and the whites and the Mexicans wouldn't be all just hanging out all on the yard like this in San Quentin. Like, that's not how it go. Like, y'all gotta, you know what I mean? But they in the spot to do those type of things and not even get it right. And we can't even be in the same kind of rooms or conversations or, you know what I'm saying? Like even the writers on these TV shows, you go into these writer rooms, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be 90% white. You know what I mean? And if it's a black dude, he really not gonna have a voice. You know what I'm saying? So and then when you are there, you trying to write stuff and they're like, oh no, they come with some corny stuff and they stuff gonna get pushed. Versus you like, nah, this is real stuff right here. They try to push you to the side. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we have nothing to where we can just. We own this. We got this. We're going to bring other people up. Like, even when I look at other industries, you look at, like, Vegas, for example, the Africans, there's a lot of Africans in Vegas. They got, like, the casino game on lock. They got, like, the taxi game on lock, and they bring their people up. It's like, this my brother. It's a lot of nepotism in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we need to be the same way because everybody else is like that. In the prison system, the prison guards, the daddy is a sergeant, the son is a guard, the cousin, like it's all related. They all bring people up.
Shit, you know? The LAPD be like that too.
Yep, the police forces be like, and they get in quicker and faster like that.
Judges and lawyers and prosecutors.
It's easy for them. All they got to do is say, my son is getting out of high school. My son is in college. Pull him up. It's hard for us to do that. It's hard. Even if you bless you.
Yeah, thanks. Not only that, when they get to going to school together, then they start going to these golfing events and different banquets. The kids get to know each other. So when they start going to law school, hey, Uncle Henry, hey, you know, but really ain't even related. They just family grew up together through law school and all that shit.
They got that networking like that, and it's a natural thing for them. And for some reason, for us, it's just not. Man, it's hard to get anything out here, even to get a job in Vegas. Like, if you don't know nobody, most likely you're not getting no job, especially if it's a good job. If you don't have an in, if you don't have a plug, you're not just gonna walk in and say, "Hey, I'm here. I want to get this job," and fill out an application. Like, it's not working like that. You feel me? Like, if you don't, these foreigners get picked over us. Like, I went to a place this lady is asking me how to fill out the application and a little thing, and this is supposed to be like an interview type of thing, and she got a like a green card or a visa, and she like, where do I put my information? I'm like, I've never even seen that before. Like, and she already had the job, and I didn't, and I'm trying to get, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get a position up in here, and she don't even got American citizenship, but she already has the job. You feel me? Just walking in, like, it's crazy, man. And people just like, I don't get like if people like really noticing it, and if people want to even make a change or even care to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Like, when are we gonna do something about it? Like, it's at this point, like, we should be better, you know, helping each other. You know what I mean? He said John Singleton was good like Scorsese. I agree, especially when it came to the hood movies. Like, John Singleton thing was the hood, putting the hood projects together, like Scorsese puts out the mafia stuff. You know what I mean? And it's crazy how the mafia stuff gets all the praise. It gets all the praise in the world. You can glorify the mafia all you want.
Yeah.
This black urban culture that sells movies, records, books, and everything else under the sun, they treat you like you fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Or like you're an idiot. Like,
yeah, that's what happened to me. We was trying to plug the mob, Irish mob and Italian mob. Why not black people? And they had some weird answers, man. But
exactly.
But they always put it on the people higher above, the people putting them up and stuff like that.
Yeah. And they put that on a pedestal, and they make you are idiot for, we are idiots for gang banging and for the street urban culture. They are revered because I don't even know why. You know what I mean? I can't even give a reason why. But it's crazy to me. Like, I'm not a hater towards anybody in any way, right? I'm not a Vlad hater, right? But I am a realist, right? So this is something that I bring up. I notice how if Vlad is talking to a black gangster, he talks to him a certain type of way. He asks them certain type of question, not in on no police shit, but a condescending kind of way. Like, okay, you were in the streets, you did X amount of years, you went to prison, blah, blah, blah. And he like, well, do you kind of see how now, like, this kind of foolish, like that you shot someone over whatever, you were selling drugs and blah, 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 blah. He turn around, do the same interview with an Italian gangster that done told on everybody. And he will sit there like he is marvel. Like, he'll sit back like he is just astonished, like, you are a hero, sir. And I'll be like, what the, like, he don't talk to them like that. He don't be like, you a dumbass for the dumbass shit you was doing and went to jail and told on everybody, and the boss was making you do whatever the boss wanted you to do, and you was paying tax to the boss and all that. He don't bring up none of that. He don't make them feel less than. But when he talks to black people, he like, boy, y'all niggas stupid, boy. Like, but that just show you, like, it's everybody that, like, that's how they get in. That's how they look at us. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Rob Moses, you're right. Hey, we did 2.5 hours, man. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, we got on a little trip.
It's all good. I know people want and go look at a 3-hour stream.
Yeah. But I'm glad I got to get it off my chest though. You feel me?
Right.
But nah, yeah, we versatile, man. I got a lot of opinions on a lot of things. So,
hey, that was cool. My camera went out too. Look,
perfect time. You know what I
I
mean?
got a degree in film and still had to work my way up. They don't put us on. We got to put ourselves on.
That's crazy. Like, that's the craziest shit to me. Like, you know what I mean? But I want to get into film bad, man. Like, I got so many ideas and projects on my mind. Say, you from LA, DJ? Yeah, I'm from LA. Yes, yeah. What's crazy is I was at work today, and the Mexican dude was like, "You from South Central?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Where?" And I'm like, like Century and Normandy, Budlong area. He like, yeah. Like, me. He spoke broken English. Me, Inglewood. I was like, oh, that's what's up. But I was like, hey, how you know? He was like, "Oh, I just know my people. I can tell my people," and he was straight like Mexican. I was like, "Damn, that was crazy."
Mhm. All right, I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
Peace.